What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. It's been 9 months since I've uploaded and you guys are probably wondering where I've been, what I've been up to. Some of you even DM me to see if I'm still alive. You know, I'm still here. I'm still running a vending machine business. I will give you guys more updates on, what's been happening later in this video or in future videos. But long story short, I wanted to take some time off to double down on my business and take it to the next level. And thanks to God, we've been able to do that. I've almost tripled my business in the last 9 months. You probably can't tell, but we do have a lot more machines than we had before. We have a couple people helping us out now, so it's not just me and the girl behind the camera.
Damn.
What?
Not the girl.
I don't know. What do you want me to call you? Your name?
Yeah.
Liz behind the camera.
Or baby, like you used to.
As y'all can see, we're still in the same warehouse. So we did sign a 2-year lease. And I think it's identical to how it was before. I remember having the pallets still all over the floor and then the snack shelves right behind us. We have, I think, like 10 months left. And since we grew so much in the last 9 months, I'm still deciding whether I want to stay here for another 2 years or move into a slightly bigger warehouse. We do have enough space to be here 2 more years. I just feel like it's going to be pretty crowded, over time, because, it's 2026. It's a new year. I know I doubled down the last 9 months, but this year I want to go even crazier. So who knows what could happen in just the next 12 months alone. I don't even have anything crazy planned out for today's video. I just wanted to, take it slow, settle in, see if you guys missed me first. So today I'm going to bring you guys along and show you what it's like to run a vending business in 2026. I know there's a couple things we got to do, maybe go fix a machine, buy some product, and for sure make a product map for a new location that we're about to install later this week. And again, this is just an example, so we know what chip is going in which slots, which drink is going in each slot. Again, it's not that complicated, but I'll walk you guys through it later. One of my goals for 2026 is to take my vending machine company to the next level. And it's crazy because I feel like I say that every single year, and every single year I shock myself on how much I'm actually able to grow it. But the most I've ever been able to do is place one vending machine location every single month. I've been able to do that over the past couple years, but maybe 1 month I'll do 2 locations, but I've never been able to do way more than that. Now, I've heard bigger companies place up to 5, 6, 7 locations in a single month, every single month. Now, I don't have unlimited money or all the money in the world to be able to do that, but my goal for this year is to do minimum 2 locations per month every single month. It looks like so far I am on track, since I am installing a location this Friday and then another location next week. And right now I am about to call a location that I've been trying to get for a few weeks now. I haven't really heard back from them, but I finally had the manager email me back. I have her phone number, so I'm about to call her right now and get an idea on what they have right now, because I think they're not really happy with their vendor. So I'm gonna call her, see if I can schedule a meeting in person, and who knows, if everything goes well, this might be the 3rd location this month. It just depends, if they're ready to switch over or not. So let's give her a call. Hey, so how's it going? This is Jaime with Vending Bites.
Oh, hello.
Do you have a couple minutes?
Yeah, sure, no problem, yeah. Okay, all right, perfect. I appreciate that.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. And there we go. I think that call went pretty well. I'm going to email her a copy of my brochure with pricing examples, the types of machines that we use. And I'm also going to be stopping by this Thursday to do a walkthrough. So I'm going to take measurements of the place. She wants me to look at all the buildings, because they have 2 buildings right now and they're building a 3rd one. They have like 130 employees. So it's a lot of people there every single day. It's gonna be a pretty good spot. The deal's not closed though. I'm still gonna be going to meet with her and her boss. The good news is that they don't have a contract with their current vendor. So if everything goes well and they like me, this could be the 3rd location that I place this month alone. So I'm already gonna be spending a lot of money, probably the most money I've ever spent on equipment just this month alone. Also, I know I haven't really made videos on how I find locations. I haven't done a video on me cold calling or going out and knocking on doors. So if you guys want to see a video like that, drop a like on this video and also comment down below to let me know, because I know some of you guys might be interested in starting a vending machine business, but you probably don't really know how to find locations. So again, if you guys want to see that, drop a like on this video. All right guys, so we're starting off the year great already. I just missed a call from one of our locations, but they left me a voicemail, and check it out.
Hey Jamie, this is Martha from when you get a chance, you can give me a call back. The machine is acting up again. Thank you.
So we've been having issues with one of our drink machines for the past couple weeks already. It's basically one of those machines that has the robotic arm that goes up and grabs the drink. You guys know I love those machines, but they do have their issues every now and then. And it's actually this part right here. You guys might be wondering why we haven't fixed it if it's been a couple weeks. And it's because technically it does work. It's just, again, randomly it has its hiccups. For example, I think the other day somebody tried getting a Diet Coke, but it gave them a Sprite. So technically it still works, but not exactly. Now the only problem is that this is like the #1 most common issue with these machines. So we go through these parts. I don't have any extra ones that work. We're actually at a place where I buy my vending machines parts and machines sometimes. You guys know we've been coming here for a long time. I actually bought my first ever vending machine from this place. We actually moved recently, so this is my first time seeing this warehouse. You think it's still gonna be packed with machines inside?
Actually, yeah. There's one out here.
Hey Steve, how's it going?
Hi.
Is it okay if we record?
Okay, yeah.
I have a lot more at the warehouse, but I brought 3 just this time.
Okay. Yeah. See, this one may just be this switch. If you can spray seal, that's all sticky.
Oh yeah, that one most likely. Still a lot of machines here.
Yeah.
But yeah guys, we have another drink machine that's also not cooling. Usually he's the guy I call to go and fix the machines that don't cool, but he's telling me that it's something easy, you know, just a fan on the back of the machine. So I'm gonna take that part with me also, replace it, and see if it does fix it. I think somebody dumb like me will be able to know how to replace it.
Oh yeah.
He says I can do it, you know, I can do it. For any of you guys thinking about getting into the vending machine business, this is something you gotta think about. You know, one day you're gonna have a vending machine that breaks down and you gotta figure out, are you gonna figure out how to fix the vending machine yourself? What the hell? Or are you gonna hire someone to do it? There's no wrong or right answer. It's just, you know, obviously fixing it yourself is gonna save you a lot of money. For example, this part that's gonna fix a vending machine that doesn't cool is 60 bucks if I do it myself. If I have him go out and replace it for me, it's 60 bucks plus $200 to have him go out there. So, I mean, I'd say I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm gonna try it out and see if I can do it.
If not, you're gonna have me do it?
Yeah, let's go fix that vending machine. Hi, how are you? I'm with the vending company. I'm just here to fix the drink machine. All right, you guys, so this is the machine that we're having issues with. So first, the card reader, if you guys come closer, it says cash only, but the bill acceptor is not blinking, so it's not even taking cash either. Yeah, it's definitely messing up because this Coke was down here, and then look, if you look behind the cup, there's 2 more Sprites down here. And that's actually why it stops working, because maybe it misses the drink and then the drink will fall to the bottom and then the arm isn't able to move no more because drinks are in the way. Thankfully, it's not too hard. It's not my favorite part to switch out because it's just a lot of screws that you gotta take out, but it's not rocket science. Scalpel. Yeah guys, it's been, I don't even remember the last time I've been here, and that's just because we actually have a couple of drivers now that go out and fill vending machines, or most of the time if something does break like this, Liz, my wife behind the camera, is actually the one that goes out and fixes them most of the time. So it's pretty rare when I actually go to a location, but you know, today we're filming and I haven't shown too much of us actually fixing machines in the past, so I wanted to bring you guys along. Also, I'm the OG, so I can't forget how to do all this.
You swear.
Also, we do normally wear a uniform, you know, we're professional and everything, but it's Sunday today, so I didn't bother. I still look good though, no?
Yeah, you do look good. Big check.
So out with the old, I mean, it's kind of funny because it doesn't even look like it's broken or anything. I mean, it looks perfectly fine. It's just, for some reason, they just go out.
We gotta learn how to fix those ourselves.
Yeah, because this one that we're about to put in here, it's not even brand new. It's basically refurbished. So, you know, they just fixed it and we still paid 200 bucks. I think a brand new one is 400. So yeah, we definitely got to figure out how to fix them ourselves. This is the hardest part right here for me.
Yeah.
Plug
Plug
it
it in first.
Plugging in the cable.
You're welcome.
There we go. What drink did you lose money on? Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just give you the drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
It should be fixed by the time I leave.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. All right, I think we're good to go. I put the new part in. I didn't really walk you guys through it because, you know, it's kind of boring. It's just a million screws I got to take off, but it's literally plug and play, unplug the cable, put the new one in, and it's good to go. So, of course, we're gonna test the machine before we leave and make sure we're making money now. All right, you guys, so I just turned the machine back on. All the lights are on. It seems like it's working now. The only bad thing is the cup didn't go to the bottom. It's supposed to go to the bottom, but I think it will after we test it. Let's see. Let's get a water.
Damn, that was more than $1.
But you want to start a vending machine business. But again, you know, this is the real life. It's just, if you replace one part and it doesn't fix it, you got to troubleshoot it and figure it out. Yeah, that was definitely bad. I put $1 in there and it spit out everything in the change machine. And it would have kept spitting it out if I didn't turn off the machine. We're also not filling up the vending machines today. They're not that low, but we do have somebody coming by tomorrow to restock them. But I'm gonna go ahead and collect the cash since we're already here. All right, guys, so the drink vending machine is good to go. We were about to leave, but then Liz noticed something wrong with the snack machine. And at first I couldn't tell, but if you look closely, this honey bun is upside down. And I don't know if I already mentioned this, but we have a couple people that help us now. So, you know, they go out and fill vending machines every single day. And so this was not us. It was one of those drivers. So I got to take a picture and send it to the group chat because this is not the Vending Bites way. I know it's something small, but again, you got to set those standards from the very beginning because it just doesn't look right. Not just the honey bun, but also, I mean, some of these chips are just not put into the coils correctly. Like they're kind of behind the coil. I don't want you guys to think I'm just like nitpicking, but stuff like that does matter because if you don't put the bag of chips correctly into the coil, later on, the bag of chips can get stuck. And then we'll get a call, hey, my bag of chips got stuck. And then we gotta come out here and fix it. So it's small stuff, but it does add up. It feels so good when you actually check off a repair that you have to do. So that drink machine is good to go. We'll be making money, you know, starting tomorrow when everyone comes in. Quite a few things I still gotta get fixed this upcoming week, but one problem at a time. All right, guys, so we made a quick pit stop to our house. So yeah, another quick update. We bought a house a couple months ago. I'm not gonna show you guys around. I might save that for another video if you guys wanna see it. If you do, let me know down below. And I'll walk you guys around. We actually got to get a vending machine in here before that video, so we got to do that first. But yeah, so we bought a house, you know, just quick updates. And then you guys probably heard me say it earlier when I called Liz my wife. So yeah, we're married also. I think those are the two biggest updates within the last 9 months. So yeah, a lot of things have changed, but again, we'll go over everything else, you know, little by little in future videos.
Hey Jamie, it's Lauren calling from One on behalf of the guys. I'm working with Charlie right now to get your vending machine scheduled for pickup tomorrow. And I just need to know the hours of your location for delivery.
We are for sure there Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to like 6 p.m.
Okay, I can put 8 to 5 then. Cool. That's all I want to make sure. Okay.
All right, guys, so that was a order for a smart vending machine or smart cooler that we're gonna be getting in a couple weeks. I know that's what a lot of people are talking about nowadays, you know, smart vending machines, smart AI coolers, and it's what people want nowadays. So I'm gonna buy a couple, test them out, show you guys what the pros and cons are. And yeah, you guys should be seeing more videos about that soon also. All right, guys, we made it back to the warehouse. It kind of sucks because today's Sunday, it's 5 p.m. And yeah, we're actually trying not to work that much on Sundays, but it's kind of hard because Mondays is our busiest day of the week. So of course we got to come in Sunday to make sure everything's ready. Now, I did mention earlier, we have a couple people that help us out. So we do have a warehouse guy that comes and packages everything into crates. So I'm not gonna open them because we have the names of our locations inside, but inside it's just filled up with drinks. And then all of these chip boxes are filled up with snacks ready to go for tomorrow. So all we got to do is load them up. But we still have to come in because we basically have a list of items that we're missing, that we didn't have, that we needed. So we either have to go buy them or maybe just find substitutions. So for example, if we have a customer that needed 10 M&Ms, but we don't have any M&Ms, then we would just go in and put 10 Snickers. Now obviously we have other chocolates, but just an example.
I like the chips.
Yeah, like right now we're actually low on chips, so every single slot is supposed to be filled in. We get our chip order in
Tuesday.
2 days. Yeah, Tuesday. So today's Sunday. So we basically have to be in the trenches for a couple days. But the reason why we're so low on so much product and chips is because, you know, it's the new year. The last 3 weeks are the slowest weeks out of the entire year. You have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas, and then New Year's. So a lot of our customers close down for literally a couple weeks. So during those times, we don't really buy a lot of product because, you know, chips are good for maybe a month, month and a half. So we try not to order too much in December. That way we don't have product go bad. All right, guys. So I'm actually about to wrap up today's video. I don't even know how long this first video was, but before I do, I want to show you guys a quick sneak peek for the next video. So here in front of me, I have the 24-hour smart AI vending machine. It's still wrapped in the packaging. I told you guys earlier in this video that I was going to be getting one of those to test out. So if you guys have been thinking about buying one, wait until you watch my review / unboxing video. That way I give you guys my real honest thoughts, because I do know that a lot of people are pushing these coolers. And a good reason for that is that they're cheaper, you know, even cheaper than buying a brand new vending machine. So if they're good, you guys will see that in that video. With that being said, I got to start filming the next video already. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first video back. Happy New Year again to everyone. I hope everyone has a happy and very, very, very successful year. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.